It's an angel. My box just said maybe it's an angel. Maybe it's an angel. Maybe it's an angel. The dog barking must have been an angel, right? Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Hi, hello, hello, hello. It is Thursday. It is Thursday, and it is also part 4. If you are following along on my open crimes from last week, it has been the same show Tuesday and Thursday since last week. So, welcome in to those that are here, have been here for all 4 of these. There is a lot going on, and we are trying to unpack it, guys, but it is thick. It's thick. And we did get some new emails that are going around. We got some new videos going around. It's just it's getting kind of crazy for this case, right? So everybody, hello, welcome in. Hi Mousy, hi Sasha, hi Angie, Chloe, hey, hey, hey. Hi, beautiful souls. Wow. Oh my God. Listen, I think that this spider web just grows and grows and grows. So the spirit box, very recently, like right before we went live, just blew up, and well, we were getting all kinds of good things, and Mike, hi Mike. We have a lot going on with the spirit box, so we are going to take some direct questions. We're just doing spirit box right now, but we got cards out, guys. We got notebooks ready. We got emails available to read if we get to that part. If not, we will carry on another part. But Brother Thomas, how are you? How are you doing so far?
I'm doing good. Hot and bothered in Houston. It's
It's
nice and
definitely warm.
it's definitely warm. I swept through the sheets last night, asking if I could do a remote view on the general. So I didn't see anything. I only experienced heat to an unbelievable level, and when I went to get back in bed 4 hours later, the sheets were still absolutely drenched. Um,
Wow.
I've got the AC off and the door open for the cats. But it's not summer weather yet. And Hershey's Spirit Box, I've been asking questions of it, and um, it's confirmed that we know we know of 9 connected,
Caltech.
but
My box just said Caltech. That is the oddest fucking word with everything fucking going on right now. Literally just said Mike from Caltech. What the fuck?
so Caltech is just down the road with
Space? It just said
NASA
something space.
NASA JPL, also in Southern California, where the Raise a
I think it's
Girl work.
aerospace. Aerospace, maybe? I think it said aerospace. Caltech, Mike, Caltech, aerospace.
Yeah, so yeah, they are the aerospace wing, but they also work in conjunction with NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory. They're in Southern
So
California with this defense contractors like
everything
Northrop
going on right
Grumman.
now with all of this. Like, I know you guys probably don't like that there's no name on this and it just says open mic. I was instructed by my team, and listen, my team consists of a lot of dead people. You guys know this, but I have one, and her husband is in chat right now, and he can contest. She does not play around. And this woman said, don't put his name on this live. I'm not putting it. So you guys will hear his name a lot. He is a major general, 2-star from here in America, from missing out of New Mexico. We are going to go over all of his stats for those that are just catching up. But Lorraine does not play, and she is one of my guides, and she does not want me to tag his name for whatever reason. So thank you for all of you being here. And for those that know my guides, they don't play around. They mean what they say, and they say only what they mean. So, Brother Thomas, do you want to go over all the stats real quick for those that are just now maybe tuning in?
Okay, so we've got Two-star General William Neal McCausland, missing since February 27th from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He worked with a lady called Monica Reza, and she disappeared in the Angeles National Forest February 22nd of 2025. And she holds a patent on an alloy used in rocket and jet propulsion systems. And she was a director at NASA's JPL in Los Angeles, California. And they worked with Caltech, the aerospace nautical team there at Caltech. On one night, October 25th, 25, 3 people end up deceased. One taking their own life after taking life of his wife.
And a coworker, I believe.
Yeah, his wife was somebody Pritchard. His name is Jacob Pritchard, and the co-worker was Jamie Gustias. And they're from West Milton, and I don't know if that's in New Mexico or not. So that's 5 of the people. Number 6 that I know of is on New Year's Day of 2025, a Cybertruck was packed with fireworks and flares and blew up in front of Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas. And that was the letter left behind was saying that they know of the Chinese having a boat parked off the East Coast, and the UAPs that were flying over New Jersey last year were of Chinese origin, as big as an SUV, but did not have propellers or did not have engines or any known propulsion systems, and supposedly flying from reverse engineered alien technology. So those are the 6 that I know of. So 7, 6, yeah, 6.
So Lancaster and Gilmore are 2 more that Brother Thomas didn't name. These are 2 more that are in it. There are 8 proven. There are 9 suspected, but 11 in total that will be exposed before the 1st of April. That's what my team has said. We are at 8 right now that we are waiting for confirmation on the 9th, and I'm not going to release any names until I know for sure that person has been confirmed and their family has been notified. Once I know that for sure, I will also have more details. But there was a lot of things that I just kept trying to make sense of that I didn't understand at that time. Like, what was the 11, the long count? I understand that was an email. I understand what the long count is now. I didn't know then but I do know now. I do know what the 11-day thing was. That was about charges that were brought up on the guy that killed Gilmore. Okay. So the one that killed Gilmore on his front porch is the one the 11 days pertain to. And that falls back to the quote unquote judge. Okay. Now, I do not know who the judge is. We are still trying to figure out who the judge is. I do have 2 new ghosts that are coming in. One's name is Mike or Michael, that he likes to be called, and the other one is Robert. I don't know what their affiliation to this is, but they do have a lot to say, and they have been yippy yappy this whole time. So, outside of where we are, I actually don't have a lot more from now than I did have Tuesday, except for 2 new ghosts. So, right now, the main thing they want us to focus on is tracking down the license plate. Pay attention, look at the license plate. That's what they keep stressing about. And of course, I don't know what that means. I don't know if that will lead us to the judge. I don't know if that will lead us to another body. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm saying at this point, I don't know what it will lead us to. Whew. All right, Angie, sweetheart, you haven't missed anything. We're just yip yakking, going over some highlights, some parts that stuck out. Well, at least that's my next question, Brother Thomas. What has stuck out to you, kind of that just doesn't make sense, or just stuck out the most to you?
Well, the information on Monica Reyes, it all just seems to contradict itself, even between official reports and what's being reported here on the YouTubes. First of all, it says that she turned the person with her turned around and it was a male, and he waved and she waved back, and then he turned around and then turned around again and she was gone. And then some reports say that it was a woman. But the first report that I heard is they left the woman at a lower point on the trail, and she did not continue up with them. And so it wouldn't have been the wave right before disappearing. So they're not naming him, they're not naming the woman. There's just there are no details really that are coming out other than we found this beanie 100 yards off the trail.
Mm-hmm. Mine is the fact of how far it's spread apart, that it's damn near impossible, because we're going from Iowa to Alabama to California to New Mexico, back to Iowa. We're jumping back to Alabama again, and then, oh my God, right back to Mexico. Oh, and don't forget Area 51. That's been thrown in the mix several times.
That's our alien hotspot,
Exactly. I I think if I didn't have access to the dead, and I'm just a woman that talks to ghosts, y'all, so you don't have to believe a damn thing out of my mouth at all whatsoever. But I feel if I didn't, something just hit the fucking window hard. I mean, even my cat jumped.
We're not
Oh,
doing readings
yeah.
today, Angie. We're just doing the true crime or allegedly
Whew.
true crime.
Exactly. All of this is alleged. There are some, news reporting here and there. And to my knowledge, they have been either reported uh all the way officially unalived or dead or completely officially missing for the most part. Those that we are speaking of, those that Thomas and I are speaking behind backstage. Listen, you guys do a little bit of homework and you'd probably be able to think of exactly who we're talking about. But due to the fact that they've neither been confirmed missing or dead, and they're not listed as suspects, Thomas and I are not incriminating ourselves or anyone else. So we are not speaking certain names. Okay. So please don't take it personal. If you guys have questions about said individuals that maybe you would like for us to look at, feel free to put them in the comments and we can look at them through the spirit box, the dowsing rods. We there's a number of different ways we can look at it. We do have some cards, but this is an interaction channel. So um those of you that have been here from day one, um how do you feel about it? What part sticks out? Like mine, it's the vast distance between all of them. Like it's hard to put them all together, um, because of how far apart the pieces and states are. So,
Well, we found out in 2020 how small the world really is. You know how fast the virus spread because we're an airplane culture now, and there were very few parts of the world that were spared, and some were hit harder than others. Like was it Italy that was shut down for a real long time? Um,
Spain. My phone just said Spain.
Spain, the South Koreans
Not my
got
phone. My spirit box said Spain.
so the South Korean government shut everything down like immediately, and they had um, far fewer cases than a lot of other countries because they were so strict
Mhm.
in restricting their population and letting them even travel out and about to do their daily business. Um, any questions that any of the audience would like to have answered, either with true crime cards, with tarot cards, or with or ask respectively of the spirit box?
Kyle or uh I swear someone just said tell Kay what's up. So everybody's doing well. Hope you're doing well. But my spirit box said tell Kay what's up. So just ghosted is all saying hi. How are ya? where where do you see this going? Do you see them finding missing Major General Thomas?
Um, eventually, I don't think that it'll.
The
I don't
box
think
said
it'll
correct.
be. I don't think it'll be
Correct.
soon.
You don't think it'll be soon? Do you think he will be still with us or on the other side?
Sources say the other side.
My box's favorite word today. Can you guess what my box just said? Correct.
Correct.
Correct. My box has said the
So,
word correct. I don't know how many times today. Like literally 5 or 6
so if
times.
he,
Correct.
so
Correct.
if he did take off with the wallet, and he's found, um, desert would seem like that it would preserve stuff for a while.
He is in the
But
desert, my box just said.
so the gun, if he's got the gun will definitely survive.
Steve. Escape. They stabbed him. Stephen. Stephen. Michael, who is Stephen that you keep talking about? Stephen. Yes, I get it. But who is he, Michael? Did you say he's an astronaut? What is okay, if he's an astronaut, does that mean that he may know the general's wife? Isn't she's an astronaut, right?
Yeah, she was a candidate, but never got to fly on a mission.
Say correct again. Did you correct, correct.
Oh, it's
Okay.
Steve. Is this why we keep getting the word
Stephen.
affair? Steven, I'm sorry. Is that why we keep getting the word affair in our cards?
It said yes. So is this Michael saying that Stephen is the connection to the affair? Stephen alive. So is he a piece we just don't see yet? Is Stephen, well, if Stephen's, Michael, are you a soldier? Correct. He's talking like one. The yes, ma'am, yes, sir, correct, negative. He's literally talking like an active soldier. Correct. See?
So,
Correct. That's
did
creepy. It's a little creepy.
did the general take off with
Alive
Steven?
as of now. It said alive as of now.
So does the general know his captor?
I think it said hardly. Is hardly a name? A privileged one. A privileged one. Hardly. A privileged
So,
one.
so that sounds like maybe they have military clearance.
Something hit in my window like a motherfucker. Y'all need to Slim. Handle that. Penny. Who is Jordan? I wonder if it's Stephen Hardley. Or I mean wait. So is this Michael? I'm turning the box down, not off. Is Michael trying to say that the one that his wife's having an affair with took him? Like trying to get him out of the picture? Hello, bro. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds,
Right. Just went to a whole nother different level.
yeah. Um, are we on to something else, or are we running into a red herring?
Good question.
Because
He said it's complicated.
yeah, it wouldn't be the first
Complicated.
time that our government tried to give us feed us misinformation.
Michael, are you lying to us? Negative. I wouldn't. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, there's no
He has to leave now. He says I have to go.
thank you for your
Thank you,
help, Michael.
Michael. Closing all doors and windows temporarily. Hmm.
So something new.
Thankful. Yeah. A fair wife.
So
All of this, none of this is factual. Look, YouTube, we are just reading on a missing individual, nothing more. No accusations, no innuendos, no nothing. No defamation. We are not judging. Spirit
okay,
box talking to a spirit box, talking to the dead.
let me go turn my ice maker off. It's groaning again.
Okay. So, man, guys, this is crazy. Like, seriously, this is deep. Where, so when we did start this, it was crazy the amount of things and times it picked up on, no matter whether it was my deck or his deck or my tool or his tool, affair or cheating or the other one or lover or secret, just all of these sexual play, sexual friends, like friends with benefits. And I'm like, wow, where is this coming from? Right? This is not a young couple. This isn't a couple that well, we just don't know, right? Anyway, it's almost like this would be confirmation on maybe the wife. um But man, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm
Yeah,
absolutely like, I ain't got no fingers to point. Matter of fact, I ain't even trying to show fingers. So,
yeah.
man, crazy.
You wouldn't expect this couple to have a
Exactly.
fishbowl party where keys are dropped in and people stay overnight and
The freak
trade
flag.
spouses.
I mean, right. I don't think we're talking about swingers and shit here.
Yeah,
But,
no, I'm.
hey, you really don't know anyone until you live with them behind a closed door. So,
But people are people, and we are sexual creatures.
we are. We are.
It is one of those human failings, or or it is one of those things that makes us uniquely human. That we can do the act without procreation. We can just do it for fun and entertainment.
Right. Well, I'm glad you made it home safely, Tina. Hope you had a great session with your shaman. We are still actively talking about the missing two-star major general from New Mexico. there are so many different people. Oh, I just got a whiff of something. Like like when you put a candle out, but
Mm.
like that smell. Not, I mean, not a candle, a match, like sulfur, like a match, like you use, not a lighter, a match, like that sulfur match smell. Ugh, stinks. Where would that have come from? Huh.
Um,
Anyway, yeah, like a sulfur smell out of nowhere. Like, ooh, ew, dead one, rotten dead one, one that don't mean no good.
okay.
They're draining me. Damn. Go away and take your smell with you. I mean, oh my God. Wait a minute. Where's my runaway spray? They gotta go. Uh-uh. Yeah, see, you think I'm playing with you. This is
So
not
I'm
your
just
place.
pulling
This is
some.
not the place. I thought you free. This is not your place. This is not your space. I set you free. Get your ass up out of here. I hope that cinnamon burns your ass. Get your ass out of here. Assassination? Ooh. Holy crap. That's a deep card. Outer space. That's interesting. Huh. Vehicle transportation. I just ran a ghost out of here. So when I run them out of here, I use cinnamon. So they probably ran to you. Oh my fucking God. Hit and run. Tina, if you hadn't just got home, I would ask you to grab your deck and pull some cards.
Um,
So clean up.
I think that's gonna be the last card.
uh, rural country. Uh,
So that's twice I've gotten a fair card,
uh-huh.
and twice
Political.
cleanup.
Money. Oh, you're still
So
not home yet? Okay. Well, still get there safely. Two or more involved. Huh. A weapon. Motive is jealousy. And remorse and regret is in reverse. Mental jail. Sun and greed fell out together. Oh, and they hit the two or more. And then we got trafficking and bones, human bones that go with weapon. All right. And then footprints, nothing to lose, hiding local, extortion, and lured all fell together that fall under the motive and jealousy. So basically I used the first ones to fall out as the headers, right? So I know it's kind of hard to see my shit because I'm just not ready for that, y'all, because I don't have an overhead camera yet. But listen, so the first one is transportation, right? So obviously it says that they used vehicle as transportation, and then the energy of it is political, and regret or remorse is in the reverse position, right? So something that or someone politically involved or affiliated has no regret or remorse, right? And that's their position, transportation, right? This person is involved possibly with transportation, right? This next individual is in a mental freaking hell in their head. They are using greed due to the fact that they feel personally attacked by said person before them, right? So what happened right before this, right? This person felt like they were personally attacked, and while they were personally attacked, money was involved that allowed them to possibly go into some kind of mental fuck. Some kind of mental fuck has got them doing some crazy, stupid shit, right? The next header is cell phone. So obviously there's a cell phone involved here somewhere. We just don't know about it yet, right? So in that cell phone in its evidence is there's two or more pieces, two or more players, two or more whatever, right? And in that two or more, one is sun and greed. One of the two or individuals that are playing along or possibly has connection to said phone that could be part of, the person who felt personally attacked. So the next header is caregiver or helper, right? So this could be a witness. This could be private jobs that maybe someone does that somebody didn't think of, and now they don't know also to look for said individual because it's in reverse. So this person isn't necessarily in the wind, but also is scared, right? So the scared position is some form of caregiver and or helper that they might not be aware of. That's why it's in this position, right? So the energy of that is that becomes a weapon against them, right? Because it's in the upright position. Said individual could become a weapon against person holding cell phone, could be sun if there's a sun involved, or it could be person that felt personally attacked, right? So once again, that could be the major because he found out there was an affair going on, okay? Trafficking or human trafficking and or bones came out together. So these two, when it comes to weapons, could be how someone might be found, and because of that, they might not be able to even identify the weapon that was used against them, because if there's nothing left but bones, unless there's stab marks or something ricochets through it, or tears it up and leaves some kind of signature they may not be able to tell what the weapon is, right? So the last indicator is out in the rural or country, right? So I would say that you know, New Mexico is pretty rural, especially the area where he lived at. Now, I have looked at it. I have looked at maps. I have looked at a lot of different maps. I have looked at a lot of different ways to look at the maps of his entire subdivision, of his private yard, of his front yard, of his side yard, of his backyard, of his furnitures in said backyard due to just different angles of different things. Everything is public. I am not stalking. What I can tell you is that he has access to mountains and he has access to getting away if he needed to. And like I
Does
said,
does he have a swimming pool?
I don't remember seeing a swimming pool, but I'll have to look back
When
through
you were
all of
when
that.
you said helper or caregiver, I
Mhm.
was thinking maybe a pool man or a
Pool boy.
groundskeeper or
Uh-huh.
um a maid.
But that's where so it's really desert. Like I mean, like desert with cactuses as your tree, right? There's not even really like said trees. So I thought landscaper at first too, but it's really not that. Like I mean, like unless you have Edward
Once
Scissorhands
once
making
once it's set
something,
up, it's pretty
yeah,
much self-sustaining.
from what I can see in public pictures that have been posted on the internet or just in different places, and a lot of stuff I did find about his location, said neighborhood on TMZ, and just different news locations that are reporting. Not a lot of them are, so be careful because things you would think would be public record aren't, or being reported by not by some news. So all right, so like last one in this little said run that I did, like I said, was rural country. The overall energy of this is possibly jealousy as a motive. And oh my god, look at this, like there's a whole fan here, right? So we have footprints, right? Footprints. Nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Hidden locally. Extortion. And extortion is paired with lured, right? So if he got the phone call that lured him out of his house and he disappears, literally disappears, either he knows every one of his neighbors' ring cameras and every one of them how they're stationed, because I mean, even Mosaic and I looked at this and we blew it up, and she's got a bigger TV than me and we're looking at it on her TV. So we like can see, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you can see the mountains and this that there." And then we kind of move it over a little bit and we're looking at even a different picture where it's a different angle, and like it's literally like in a subdivision in the middle of nowhere, New
And,
Mexico. There's like a
and
subdivision of like 600 homes, 700 homes, and he's the last row, last track, all the way at the back, closest to the mountains. Literally
so from
bumping
what I
mountains.
saw, his home has like a half circle drive to it. So
Mhm,
they would
mhm.
be set off the
Like a
road
horseshoe.
a bit. You know,
Yep. Yeah.
they're not like your typical suburban home, like 30 feet from the
So
sidewalk
a
that's
lot of
next to the
them,
road.
a lot of them are because of how far spaced out they are. There's 6 or 700 homes in this subdivision, but they're over a very large, vast desert area. They are not on top of each other. They are
So
so
they have
spread out that they don't even have like
substantial
asphalt roads. They're like
yard.
dirt roads. Like there's like two main asphalt roads. Everything else is dirt driveways. So people have driveways that kind of circle. Some have some trained rocks that have been formed there because they've been there a little longer than some of the other ones. So some of them have weird shaped driveways. I saw one that had like a S formation driveway. I don't know why that caught my
So,
attention, but yeah, some of
so
them are set back around his area.
even if a Ring camera caught something, we wouldn't see details of a license plate. We would just see, it was a black van or a black
Mhm.
SUV, or you may be able to tell because of what's attached to it. The chrome or the bumper pattern, how
Absolutely.
the headlight tail lights are configured. You can tell what kind of car or vehicle it is. But as far as seeing occupants, from what I know of the climate, most windows are tinted, and
Hmm.
most people drive with their windows up and air conditioning on.
From what I can understand about the desert, it's hot during the daytime and then cold at night,
Cold at
right?
night. Yeah.
And if I go back to the part that you asked, now you have a very special, unique gift, and you've had it since you kind of developed it as a child, and as you've gotten older. Oh, 1 second, guys. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Sorry. So you have this ability to receive information, and when you said that you asked to use your gift to see through his eyes or understand his situation, and you woke up drenched, soaking wet, that is completely out of character for you, for one. And for two, like, so do you think he's exposed to the night? Is that why you woke up like
Yeah,
maybe
after I was
that way?
maybe I experienced the heat of the day and sweat, and then got cold because night fell, and temperatures in arid climates fall quickly because there is no moisture in the air to hold the heat. So uh, from what the spirit box says, he's still alive. So maybe I'm experienced, what he's recently experienced. Um,
Do you think
I,
this mental jail could have something to do with like maybe what he's going through now this is all hypothetical if he found out about his wife, right? If we're on the affair part only, do you think he's the one that's in a mental jail right now because for one their age,
I,
and I know that age shouldn't have anything to do with it, but this is a much very mature uh couple. Like they're no spring chickens.
I would think because of discipline and training and what he's been through in his military career, um he could withstand a lot more mental challenges than the average person. Might not enjoy the fact that maybe something hinky is going on with a spouse or a partner, but um, I don't think that would leave him dazed and confused. Although we don't know provisions, does he have food? Has he just been wandering for the last 3.5 weeks? Is he set in an encampment where he's kind of sheltered? Or is he just still aimlessly wandering? So we don't know those things, but I would think that he's got mental acuity still on his side compared to the average person.
Uh-huh. Well, how many more people do you think have to be exposed before we realize or find him?
Um, I'm I'm gonna say that we're in it for the long haul. We're not gonna find him um quickly.
Yeah.
It maybe the end of summer.
Or just some runner, jogger will run across the remains somewhere, huh?
I'm gonna have to say that it's gonna have to be uh somebody who's freestyle climbing or something, because wherever he is, he's not just off the path. He's deeply entrenched somewhere.
Huh. Well.
Yeah, it's not going to be a
Huh.
place that can be stumbled upon easily. But then again, sometimes when people go missing, they backtrack and search places that they searched before, and lo and behold, they find them or a clue.
Uh-huh.
Even though they've been over the ground several times.
So I get Page of Swords, the Devil. To my question, like what do more come, right? And I get Page of Swords, Devil, and Five of Coins. And I'm like, well,
There's
here
that,
comes regret again, right? With this Five of Coin.
yeah,
That I mean,
regret and
not
law.
yeah. So there's definitely more loss coming, I think. And I don't like that. And I think the devil that's coming might have like a very slick tongue. You know what I mean? Like this is the kind of devil that's very slick with it. They know what they're saying and they know how to inflict the worst possible with their mouth, right? Their mouth is vicious, and this is a very innocent, young, very immature, prying eyes. Yeah, it's curiosity, but this isn't necessarily the healthy curiosity. This is the one that feels privileged because their queen is a divorced queen and she can be a real witch. I know the Queen of Swords well in this case because this is the son of a divorced Queen of Swords, and she may not have been the very gentlest thing to her children, especially if they
I,
were boys. She might have been quite hard on them, actually. I know that this prince right here, they're very immature and fast talkers. They're hustlers.
I,
They're very quick with their
I,
immaturity.
I'm reminded of Richard in The Lion in Winter, the the petulant son that's always uh,
Uh-huh.
that's daddy's favorite,
Hmm. Yeah.
and then mom and dad. Um, well, dad lets her out of jail for Christmas court, but as soon as Christmas is over, she goes right back to her imprisonment. Um,
Mm. Mm.
and they use it's not love for the boys. They use the boys against each other. Um,
Well, I mean, I didn't go that far, but okay. Wow. Yeah, that's intense.
have you
Hmm.
do you know the Lion in Winter?
I don't know, but it sounds very interesting. Is it a book? Is it a
It
movie?
is, well, it's a, I'm sure it was a book at first, but it was like 1968 Academy Award Best Picture. It's got
Oh,
Katharine
okay.
Hepburn and
Okay.
Timothy
I'll have to see.
Dalton and Richard Harris and um, so many English actors that you would definitely recognize.
Okay.
Um, but it is, um, it's that fast-paced, witty, sort of Shakespearean. I don't think it was a Shakespeare um, thing, but um, it's cunning and clever and has twist after twist. Keeps you wondering. Um, if you can't see the movie directly on YouTube, I know there's several reactions that at least you get the highlights of the parents using their kids to manipulate each other. Very, very unhealthy. But
Something is playing with the back of my neck and it's driving me nuts, and I can't feel or see or sense anything. I swear something is fucking with the back of my. Anyway, that sounds hilarious. I'm gonna have to check it out, even if I can catch some snippets
so,
on YouTube or something.
so I think that maybe there may be some government misinformation being used um, to cloud the fact that um, now we're going, or I'm going back to, we have all these alien technology connections, and
Uh-huh. Hmm.
there isn't going to be disclosure, but there is this common thread with all these people, uh, and it's just going to keep happening. You know, is it going to stop at two more at 11, or is it going to keep going for years and years?
I don't know. I don't know, but if any more of this very specific team disappears,
Well, they're
it
going to.
will be very suspicious to me. I
Well,
just can't help.
there
I can't help
is
it. It's
there is going to
suspicious.
be a point where they become extinct because there's no more players.
It's almost like somebody's trying to stop something from happening. Like maybe there's someone. It's a complete conspiracy theory behoving question where I'm gonna leave this live. But what if someone from the future is come back to stop this something that was going to happen from happening, and it's
So
officially been stopped.
the aliens are us time traveling back from the future to stop an event that is going to
Maybe
be catastrophic if it occurs.
that's possibly what is happening right now.
Well,
I'm not making a joke about it. It is very serious that someone's life is not right. They're
well,
missing.
have you heard the conspiracy theory that why the Mandela effect exists?
I have not.
Um, because around 2012, CERN conducted an experiment that caused us to shift onto one of two alternate timelines. And people remember the previous timeline where Mandela died in prison, or the Fruit of the Loom tag had a cornucopia printed on the label.
I was in prison in 1996. I remember cornucopias. I owned a VHS of Sinbad, the comedian, in a movie from a long time ago. And a few more other wonderful things. These Mandelas are creepy anymore, man. It's like we're seeing them and finding them almost everywhere, and they're becoming so frequent. It seems like. Maybe I'm wrong, but it does feel so frequent. What? What did she say? Don't forget the monocle Monopoly piece. What do you? Where'd it go? You mean it's not there anymore? What do you say?
As far as I remember, it was only Mr. Peanut that had the monocle. The Monopoly guy didn't ever have one.
Oh, the eyepiece?
Yeah.
Yes, he did. With the big top hat.
Okay, well, we were on different timelines then.
You're fired. Mr. Peanut had one too, but apparently, some people don't remember that. Or is it Kellogg's with an S, or is it Kellogg?
Kellogg.
There are some weird ones. Yes, he did. I'm old. My potato head was cold. I remember my Mr. Potato Head too. And Mrs. Potato Head. I turned 50 this year, y'all. I am so ready to go over the hill. I've waited 10 years for this birthday. Oh man.
I'm still a teenager above you.
Absolutely. And that's exactly where we're gonna keep you. Ooh, my favorite game was Operation. Ooh, I like that one too. That was a good one. Hit the side. Hit the side of it. All right, guys. I right now, nothing. So outside of those few little pieces that Brother Thomas and I wanted to touch base with you guys on, we have that, and we are going to chug through the weekend. We are going to see you on Tuesday for another open mic crime. Maybe Tuesday we can bring this session to a close, at least for now. But we will spend this weekend tying it in and tying it up so that we can start a new series. But if it doesn't close, hang tight with us because we are seeing this through to the end. My Mr. Potato Head used real potato.
So, as always, it's for entertainment purposes only. We are not accusing anyone. We are just diving into information given to us through the spirit box, through cards, and through newspaper articles.
Absolutely. Until next time, guys, sending blessings and positive vibes to each and every one of you. All the pressure it takes to create us gems is how much we need to give away in hope and unity in return to the universe. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.